you here to the Norway Savings Bank Arena as Muncie Media Sports brings you CM Hockey, a special night tonight. It'll be senior recognition night as we get set to do this before the warm-up here in the game tonight. And we've come on the air early to make sure that we're able to bring this to you. As you see the ice surface, they're going to come out just to the left of that area. You can see them putting out the welcoming mats. Andrew Sevenson, our camera operator, giving you a look at that setup. We wanted to make sure that we did come on early so that we were able to bring you the entirety of the senior recognition night. Quite a night for the families of the senior hockey players to be recognized. And we've got Patrick Dexler, the voice of Mustang Hockey. He's on a headset downstairs. When we get set for the recognition, we will go down to Patrick. He's got the script, and we'll talk about the great achievements so many of these players have made, and the sacrifices, of course, to hockey families. You folks are hockey fans. You know the sacrifices that hockey families make to have their youngsters get involved in hockey, the early mornings out to the rink, the cold cups of coffee at ice arenas. We've all been through it, and it's a wonderful experience. Hockey families are like no other families that I've been involved with. I've been involved in sports my whole life here. I'm 71 years old. I'm from a hockey family in Massachusetts, and can remember bringing my younger brother up to the old Governor Dummer for an outdoor practice at 6 o'clock in the morning for bantams, and how cold it was on those outdoor rinks back in the 70s and 80s. And we know that hockey families are unique families, and they will be recognized here tonight. So glad you could join us. Greg Glenn is down getting some pregame prep done. As you know, the rosters can be ever changeable here for club hockey, so he's making sure that he's got Southern New Hampshire University's lineup all set to go. He'll be rejoining me here shortly. We'll have a full crew here for tonight's activities. And as soon as they go, as soon as we hear Patrick, we will switch the audio over to him, and we'll take it away. So just about,
their whole roster was completely
yeah.
That's what I was just dealing with, making sure I had the right.
So, yeah, I'm talking to Greg Glenn off here. Greg, as I told you, down trying to get the roster squared away, which is a never-ending battle here in club hockey to make sure it is correct. Oh, gosh. Well, thanks for joining us, Greg. I was telling the folks at home how big a night it is for these hockey families and all the sacrifices. Hockey, you're from a hockey family, as am I, and
absolutely.
you know the sacrifices made to get up early in the morning, get out to the rinks, drink the cold cups of coffee, and, you know, put the ice on the bruises, and, you know, lace the skates when they're little, and, you know, make sure they can figure out how to get the equipment on and all of that. So.
Well, and the long car rides, too. You know, I remember car rides talking about the game and breaking it down. And, you know, you always can just think back to those days. And, you know, a lot of these kids obviously will probably continue to play at some type of level, but never going to be the same as what they've got here. And a great program at Central Maine where they've been able to grow not only as hockey players but as individuals, and I think that that's really something that, you know, Yordi has instilled in his players, where the culture here really has changed.
Tonight, we celebrate 11 graduating student athletes of the Central Maine Community College Mustang Hockey Program. These 11 student athletes have represented the program day in and day out, in the classroom, on the ice, and in the community. Now, we'd like to make their last regular season home game special. We will announce each name and have their families join the graduating player on the ice for a photo. First, from Manchester, Maine, forward, number 3, Cam Knowles. Cam will be graduating from the Business Administration and Management program.
And obviously Cam has been such an important part of this team too, when you look at what he's done, and coming out of, Kent's Hill and having a chance to play here. He's been an important piece of the puzzle. Great to see all these families here tonight as well. Should be a pretty good crowd here at a 7 o'clock start here on Munzing Media Sports. As Cam and his family there celebrate.
Next, from Winthrop, Massachusetts, defenseman number 4, James Ciccarella. James will be graduating from the cybersecurity program.
James, obviously, one of the players that back on the blue line has been such an important piece for this team out of Winthrop, Massachusetts. And again, you think about defensively what he's been able to do, and I think that his presence back there has allowed this team to clamp down defensively. And he's got a large contingent with him there that'll take a nice photo and celebrate all his accomplishments. As Patrick Dexler said, he'll be graduating from the cybersecurity program, which has obviously become a very popular program now with all the computers and technology that we use. And he will have a bright future certainly ahead of him.
James came up and spoke to me before because he had heard me make a comment about Mike Ruzioni, that I had played high school sports against Mike, and he came up and said, hey, you know who was my coach when I was playing and as a youngster? He says, Mike Ruzioni was my coach. So James and I share that in common. We share the Northeast Conference in common, as well as my hometown of Danvers, component of the Northeast Conference. Winthrop's always had great hockey, all the way back to Mike Ruzioni back in the 70s, and they've been really a tough hockey program over the years. Tough kids in Winthrop, I'll tell you that.
Next,
I'll tell you that.
From Green, Maine, forward, number 19, Parker Springer. Parker will be graduating from the Physical Fitness Specialist program.
Of course, a fan favorite here from the local area, being from Greene, and went to Leavitt High School, and he'll be celebrated here as he gives handshakes and hugs over there for the coaches. And of course, they've done just a great job growing the program, like we said. And when I talked with Yordi about the senior class, he talked about how they really came in and they changed the culture here. And he said he's really proud of what they've been able to accomplish. I mean, I remember doing the games with you, Rob, and we would have some rough stuff going on out here, and it wasn't exactly the culture that you already wanted. He said, we're going to have to change it. And I remember when he came in, he was like, we got to change this, and we've got to get it going the right direction. He did a great job recruiting. I think Matt Piot deserves a lot of credit,
from Green, Maine, defenseman number 2, Blake Springer. Blake will be graduating from the General Studies program.
A pretty cool moment here is, of course, Blake Springer will come out onto the ice, and the two brothers being introduced back to back.
Next, from Auburn, Maine, forward number 12, Jack Keeve. Jack will be graduating from the Plumbing and Heating Technology program.
So Jack Keefe comes out on the ice from Poland, Maine, and went to Edward Little High School, which of course plays their home games here at the Norway Savings Bank Arena in Auburn.
I just saw them finishing practice while I was setting up. Coach Norm Gagne, who I coached with back in my early coaching days at Gardner High School. He was started the program at Gardner High School. I was waiting for that one.
Whoop.
I'm more concerned with Ram out there with taking the pictures. Ram does a great job with the pictures. You see him just and left the screen there. But he's out there with just street shoes on.
Yeah. It gets tough when you get on those rugs, especially with skates, because you got to push off with the side of the blade, and that's what happened there.
Usually the rug goes.
Yep. As long as the person doesn't go.
We're giving you some nice close-ups in there, and we've set the camera so that we can do the best we can to get rid of that. I don't want to get on the net again, Greg, but But Andrew's got the camera figured out. Look what he's doing. He's giving me a beautiful
from Gardner,
picture.
Maine, forward number 7, Gabe Poirier. Gabe will be graduating from the Building Construction Technology program.
I got some work at my house, Gabe.
I was going to say.
I'll be calling you and Maddie. Come over from. If you don't know, these are two of my former students, two of the best kids I ever had at Gardner Area High School in my video production program. Just great kids, great hockey players.
Yeah, obviously, and the time that they've had here and coming out of Gardner and the opportunity to, of course, play together, which I think is a really unique opportunity.
They did that, and they played Moose. They played for the Moose, and yeah, they were always going to national tournaments. I could never get them finish. Never get them finish a project. So I finally said, "Hey, listen, take some pictures while you're there. Come back, we'll make a photo montage."
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, no, two good kids, and obviously going to be missed here, and with the Mustangs.
Next, from Gardner, Maine, forward number 14, Matt Poirier.
Matt, the older of the two
Matt
brothers.
will also be graduating from the Building Construction Technology program.
Matt, I was even closer to, as he was one of my advisors, so I saw a lot of Matt.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. Tremendous forward for the Mustangs, and somebody certainly that has helped build this culture, no doubt about it. Pretty unique to have two combos of brothers too, as well.
Yeah, and you're seeing Michael to the left there. Michael was a tremendous goalie. Went to the University of Maine. I think he ended up playing club hockey at the University of Maine, but he was a terrific
Next,
high
from
school
Sabattis,
goalie.
Maine, defenseman number 17, Nate Marcotte. Nate will be graduating from the Architectural and Civil Engineering program.
And next up is Nate Marcotte out of Sabattis, Maine, to Oak Hill. Boy, he's been one of the best defensemen that we've seen here in a long time. And I think his opportunity here to contribute to this Mustangs development and has brought in a lot more quality kids that, and his size too, you know, his size is really interesting.
Got hockey character, I call it,
Yep.
Greg, for sure. Does Nate, and he a modern defenseman. You know, he takes the offensive opportunities. He can make the plays. He's great on the power play and a great defender as well.
Yep, celebrating there with his
Next,
mom and dad,
from
looks like.
Winslow, Maine, forward number 22, Cody Ivy. Cody will be graduating from the General Studies program.
And here comes Cody Ivy, of course, who has been a big piece of their offense. And glad to see that he's been able to continue his success. Obviously, battled through some injuries during his career.
Just recently, last game that we did there, he had a mean takedown there, and good to see him back here for this senior game.
Yep, sharing an emotional hug there with Yordi Kanorin as Cody comes out of Winslow, Maine, at Winslow High School. And joined by his family. Also a captain on this Mustangs team.
Next, from Hamden, Maine, defenseman number 77, Cam Henderson. Cam will be graduating from the HVAC refrigeration program.
So Cam Henderson out onto the ice from Hampton, Maine. And one of the players in my mind, again, back on defense that has really helped solidify their defense. And obviously we've talked about their goalies a lot. But I think that, you know, you look at the blue line and what they've been able to do there to recruit and bring in some of these kids that have really been shutdown players. That leads to the goal differential stuff that we talked about earlier in the season, is winning games by a 5-goal margin, and you got to have the defense to be able to do that. Nice to see this moment, and obviously Dave Gagne also here, the athletic director for the Central Maine Mustangs.
I was hoping Dave was going to get on skates today.
And last but definitely not least, from Windham, Maine, forward number 97, Aiden Hartwell.
Well, here comes
Aiden will be
Hartwell.
graduating from the Business Administration and Management program.
We could have put you on skates out there, Greg,
Hey,
giving you a
I would've
handheld
taken that,
camera and put you right down on the ice to shoot. We're going to do that next year. You
Yeah,
remind me of that.
that
We'll
sounds
put
good.
you down there next year.
Yeah, I like it.
That'd be cool.
That would be really cool. Innovative. I like it. I like that a lot. Oh, whoa. Oh, we don't need that. Got a game to play here, Aiden. There you go. Nice.
Want to let the folks know, the senior folks and any of the folks. We're going to make this game available for everybody. When I get home tonight, I'll make a download, a link, and then all you'll have to do, even if you're a techno Luddite, all you'll have to do is click it, and it'll download right to your computer. So all the families will have this moment to keep.
Yep, it's a special one, and they'll take a group photo, I imagine, here, and celebrate their success together, and then they'll get ready for an important game against Southern New Hampshire University.
Yeah, our final game, Greg. Oh my gosh, has the season just flown by, and we.
Well, I talked to Jordy about it. I said, I feel like I haven't seen you, and he goes, yeah. He says, and I said, have you guys played the same amount of games? Yeah, we play the same amount of games. I said, why is it? He goes, remember the 4 when we went out to Michigan? And I was like, you're right. That's right. That was a big trip for them. He talked about that. And again, that's something, this doesn't happen. The moment out in Michigan, the 4 games there, they went 3-1, by the way.
Yes.
And he said that was a big moment for this program.
Sure was.
And that moment I don't think happens without this senior class.
Exactly right. Yeah, because you're not traveling without laws. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you take a team to something like that, you've got to have good decorum. You've got to have responsible, minded young adults, and these kids are, and that's great. What a picture that is right there. Great job, Andrew Sevenson, on camera tonight.
Yep. 11 seniors, part of this senior class, and look at the coaches in there too. But when I talked with Jordy about the trip out to Michigan, he said it felt like a pro trip. We treated it that way. And they were obviously very successful with it, and they came up with some pretty big wins, which actually, he was telling me, elevated teams like Colby and Dartmouth because they picked up wins over
One
these.
more round
big
of
Michigan
applause
teams.
for our graduating student athletes.
Great job downstairs, Patrick Dexler, the voice of Mustang hockey. I want to thank Patrick, and we have him. We'll continue to have him, Mike, so we get penalties and things like that. Normally, we have the headsets on, and it's garbled. It's like listening to a Peanuts adult on one of the cartoons when you try to decipher what they're saying. So we'll have Patrick on. He can tell us what the penalties are and such. So I'll let you know what we're going to do, because now what they're going to do is Southern New Hampshire will come out, and we'll have a 10-minute warm-up. One of the things I talked to assistant coach Dana Taylor Fifield about, I said, Coach, I hope you've been out recruiting. You're graduating a load of seniors here. And he says, one of the things, the program has sound itself, because of the success and the build-up and all of that. So we'll stay up here for the light show.
Yep.
And then we'll probably go to some of our ads and run those, and then we'll come back, and Greg will have a preview for you as we normally do it. Probably about the 4-minute mark left in the warm-up, but let's leave this on. We don't normally catch this.
This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge. Any and all crime will be legal for 12 continuous hours. May God be with you all.
So we're going to take a break. We'll come back in a couple of minutes. Greg will have the preview of tonight's Mustang Magic hockey game when we come back after this. You're watching Mustang Hockey on Mustang Media Sports.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
Same thing as always.
Catch the front of the net.
All those little things to make you what you are.
Zero, 3, 1, 2, 3, 0.
Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Sit right here.
NCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to peak. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
It provides a great opportunity, just the fellowship amongst athletes, get a chance to play against some different teams that you typically don't get a chance to play against from different regions, different parts of the country. It kind of gives you an opportunity to kind of see where you're really at against everybody. Really good, like I said, just a great environment, well-ran tournament. It's a pleasure to be part of organizations like the USCA.
Forensics has grown so much and it's very beneficial to the criminal justice system. I was always one of those kids that watched Forensic Files. That was something I loved. Just a science person all around, I always have been. The instructors are some of the top forensic experts in Maine. They really know what they're talking about. They've been there, done that. CMCC is very lucky to have people like this. I'm an Intro to Criminal Justice and Criminal Law Report Writing. It's a lot of the baseline of things I have to be knowledgeable about. I want to do crime scene photography. The forensic science program is preparing me to start thinking what's important here? What do I need to look for right off the bat? You never know what you're going to find.
Helping people is kind of ingrained into me. I am so glad that I chose to be here. It's a really great program.
Primary dentals in the heart.
The instructors are super helpful.
They really do set you up to be successful in the field.
The new hospital simulation lab here at CMCC is a great addition.
It's as close to replicating real life as you can get.
We did an IV lab.
With a mannequin, it's nice to get your toes wet before you jump into a clinical setting.
Deep breath.
CMCC is the best place to start nursing. It's challenging, but you are learning.
We have a smaller size classroom, smaller ratio to instructors.
It's affordable.
It really provided me relief that I'm not going to accrue a lot of debt.
I needed to set myself and my family up for success after.
I'm going to come out of this able to actually practice as an RN in the real field. It's a wonderful opportunity.
The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munson Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munson Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation.
Since 1892. And it changes the game, 35-26. This has been a wacko affair.
Coaches know you can't win a game without proper planning and execution. Let Gosline Retirement Planning coach you into a confident retirement. Here at Gosline Retirement, we provide that proper planning and help you utilize a step-by-step approach on all facets of your retirement planning. We provide guidance on income planning, wealth management, understanding taxation, Medicare and long-term care, and legacy and estate planning. We pride ourselves on working hard for those who have worked hard their entire lives. So, schedule your appointment today and let the team at Gosline Retirement Planning put together a retirement game plan for you.
I'm Greg Glynn, Athlete Brand Advisor and CEO of Pliable. Pliable helps high school, college, and professional athletes build their athlete brand. New name, image, and likeness opportunities are a game changer for athletes and for businesses. To learn more about social media marketing and endorsement opportunities for your brand, visit pliablemarketing.com or call 1-707-PLIABLE.
Live from the Norway Savings Bank Arena in Auburn tonight, it's the Mustangs as they take on the Penmen from Southern New Hampshire University. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast. Greg Glynn alongside Ron Munzing as we get ready for this one. And obviously, the Mustangs will wrap up their regular season here tonight, but they've got their eyes on the playoffs, Rob, as they come into this one. They really want to get some good momentum going into next week.
Well, you got to think that they're going to be ready for action here off some disappointments, and they want to get back at it. They're back on home ice here where they're very comfortable. Senior recognition night, they want to go out as winners as well. And as you said, momentum to be gained here tonight against an opponent that they're pretty familiar with and pretty comfortable with.
Yeah, absolutely. As you take a look at the rankings right now, the Mustangs in 16th. Now that's very important because they are the last team to get in at this moment. They know a win here tonight would certainly help move them up. And also, if they were to go in advance and then to the quarterfinals, they would play Colby, which would be next Wednesday. That's locked in. Yordi Kanoran was telling me if they beat Colby, that's clearly going to probably get them to the national tournament. So that's a really important thing for them that they want to try and do. And obviously their record on the year right now, 14-3-2-1. Really good wins. They are coming off a 3-3 tie against Bentley. Yordi Kanoran in his third season with the Mustangs would love to get to the tournament. For Southern New Hampshire University, their head coach is Robert Murphy. He's in his first year with SNHU, as they call it. He actually spent 12 years at Austin Prep, and a very respectable program there where he was a big part of their success, he told me, and now he has the opportunity here to be able to coach Southern New Hampshire University. Their record 7-11 on the season. And they're looking, they only had one win last year, and now they've already qualified for the playoffs. So this has been a big year for them, and it'll be a big test against the Mustangs here on home ice. And both of these two teams, they wanted to get one more game in. Interestingly enough, the Wentworth game for the Mustangs was not going to happen.
Right.
So they wanted to try and find one more game as well. They didn't want to go in not having a game here before they face Colby in the quarterfinals. So the idea was both teams wanted to get this in, and they will, and we will have it for you here tonight. So you take a look, obviously, as being senior night. If you weren't with us, you can obviously go back and watch the celebration, but there are 11 seniors on this Mustangs team, and they have all contributed to the success and the growth of this program. And it'll be exciting to see them here tonight with bright lights and a chance to make an impact in their final game here at the Norway Savings Bank Arena.
So on that Colby game Wednesday, that's locked in. Is that at Colby?
It is. That'll be an 8:10 start.
Now, I don't know. Does Colby stream?
I don't know. That's a good question. So
might be something for us to look into a little further. So if they don't stream, perhaps we could go up there and stream it.
That's a good point.
I don't know what your availability is, Greg. I'm pretty light next week, finally. So,
okay.
But we'll take a look at that, folks. Yeah, we'll see what we can do.
See what we can do. We'll get ready here for.
Let's go to Patrick downstairs.
Yeah, go ahead.
for tonight's American Collegiate Hockey Association matchup featuring the visiting Southern New Hampshire University Penmen and your Central Maine Mustangs. Here are the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Penmen. On defense, number 8, Brandon Burrows. On defense, number 24, Cam Woods. At forward, number 13, Logan Plant. At forward, number 20, Weston Trahan. And at forward, number 21, Ben Tobler. In goal, number 37, Jacob Myers. And now the starting lineup for your Mustangs. Starting on defense from Winthrop, Massachusetts, number 4, James Cicarella. On defense from Hamden, Maine, number 77, Cam Henderson. At forward from Manchester, Maine, number 3, Cam Knowles. At forward from Green, Maine, number 19, Parker Springer. And at forward from Wyndham, Maine, number 97, Aiden Hartwell. In goal for your Mustangs from Westbrook, Maine, number 30, Isaac White. The head coach of the Mustangs is Jordy Knorr, and the assistant coaches are Lane Feldman, Isaiah Dubois, and Jack Rio. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at twilight's last gleaming, whose crosswise and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched.
So we're set for hockey here at the Norway Savings Bank Arena. And it'll be the Mustangs in their white uniforms tonight with the red numbers and black trim. Southern New Hampshire University, the Penmen in their navy blue uniforms with the white numbers and yellow trim. And for those of you wondering what a penman is, it was actually designed to evoke memories of the spirit of the hardy New England Colonials. And since the university was founded in New Hampshire College of Accounting Commerce, the quill or pen used by colonial accountants became the staff of the character, and that is how they got their name.
You are a fountain pen of knowledge, Mr. Glenn.
Well, and they've grown, you know, that program there too quite a bit. They've got a now pretty good sports program in a lot of different sports. So it's great to see growth all over the state of New Hampshire and of course in New England for sports. As this one gets dumped in the offensive zone, Mustangs go to work here early. Comes into the near side corner, taken there and trying to clear it out is Burrows. Sent back up to center. After it there, Cicarella makes the play and sends it back in deep.
Quick shift.
Yep. Keep them short tonight. That's one of the things too. They'll have a major advantage in that department. This Penman team is certainly depleted quite a bit. They've got actually their captain, Charles Smithhurst. He is out with a torn ACL. He's hoping to come back for the playoffs. And so obviously he's a big piece of their puzzle that's going to be missing tonight. They've also got a few other scratches. Charles Smithhurst not able to go. Spencer Adams, also Cooper Anderson, and also Jack Byrne, Colin Douglas, Jacob Dorsey, and Finnegan Benoit. So you can see they do not have their full complement of players here tonight. And I was talking with Yordi Knorr, and he said they're actually in pretty good shape health-wise. And especially to be this late in the season, you want to make sure you finish the season strong, and most importantly, don't get any injuries here tonight.
Yeah, I think I saw their Volkswagen Beetle parked out there that they came over on.
And this one comes through center, knocked away there, and back the other way now. Chance for Kyle Angelinas, and it'll go all the way back down. Alonzo will race after it. He's got great speed. Alonzo trying to work it there to Jack Keefe. Centering pass goes through the slot. Back over to the wall, looped around the boards. Keefe will give chase in the corner. Comes off the half wall and then fluttered back out to center.
Full 2 minutes without a whistle, Greg.
Yeah, Matt Poirier sends this one deep into the zone. Marcotte now will take it back at the red line. Body's flying at center, puck's underneath there. And finally picked up here by the Mustangs. Cross the line, they'll stay onside. Here's a chance in the high slot, a shot there and a save by Jacob Myers, who gets the start for the Penmen in this one. Big goaltender. Got to be well over 6 feet.
Yeah.
And with 17:48 to go, makes an important stop in this one. Isaac White gets the start here tonight for the Mustangs. Sullivan set to take the draw here. Off the face-off, one there. Nice job by Springer to come out there and play the puck back out to line. Henderson pinches in from the point, sends it down low along the back wall. 5 players fight for it. Penman come away with it. Zuccarello steals it at center. Henderson back at his own blue line. Goes D to D here to Zuccarello. Up through center, bounces around and shot back into the zone there. On the play by Jack Byrne. Now this one over into the corner. Back out to the line, a quick wrist shot there. That one saved by White. Now out in front, a redirect, and they score! The Penmen are on the board first. And kind of a broken play, but Owen Yaw is going to get the goal here for the Penmen and shock the Mustangs early on in this one.
Yeah, it was a bouncing puck in behind the net, and Yaw was smart enough to go to one of the open sides, and the puck somehow, some way, skipped from the back of the net, came out, and he was able to poke it home, get the 1-0 lead.
So Owen Yaw will get the goal, and the Penmen on the board first. Off the draw, pushed in by Cam Knowles. A quick retaliation here as they try to get the goal quickly to try and even things up. Comes back behind the net. Cody Ivey now works with it. Ivey looking out to the point, finds Mitten now down low, back again to Ivey. Centering pass off the side of the cage. This one comes over on the far side, over to the hash mark, scooped up there, as Brandon Burrows takes it back through center, being hassled from behind there by Artwell. This one.
Assisted by number 4, Jack Byrne, and number 24, Cam Hoyts. Time of the goal, 2 minutes, 50 seconds of the first period.
And so now, as play continues, after we get the announcement there on the goal, Mustangs down 1 early in this one, 16:22 to go here in the first period. Face-off will come off to the left of Isaac White. Off the draw, puck floats back out to the blue line. Here come the Mustangs the other way. Brought into the zone by Knowlton. In front, centering pass. Poirier couldn't get the puck past the goaltender. Instead, it goes wide on a shot there by Matt Poirier. Back out to the line. Stolen and back out along the wall. Marcotte got tied up with his man. No call coming as the play comes back out to center. Logan Plant pushes it back to center ice. Poirier across the line. Finds Knowlton, a shot there, and another save. Oh, they're going to get a lot of rubber on Myers tonight. He's already been pretty busy. 15:45 to go here in the first. It's 1-0 Penman. The Mustangs have carried the play.
Good response here after the fluke goal. Just got to put that in your back pocket and leave it there and get back on the offensive. That's what they've done.
And a shot on here, another save quickly by Myers. Faceoffs have also been a strength for the Mustangs this season. Take a look at Jack Keefe on this draw as he goes up against another one of the captains. As we mentioned, their captain Smithers not in the lineup here tonight.
I've got a question for you medically on that.
As this one comes toward the net, and another save there by the goaltender Myers.
He's got a torn ACL, but he's looking to come back for the playoffs.
Yeah.
So he's probably not had surgery, going to get that brace up is the only thing I can think. You're not coming back after surgery.
No.
Right.
Right,
okay,
yeah.
So he's going to put a brace on that and try to play.
Right, yep, exactly, and just play right through it. So that's the game plan. They didn't need to take any chances here tonight, and this one deflects up and out of play.
Because that's doable, Greg. Because I've done it a lot of years playing in the old cardiac league, as they used to call it.
Yeah.
I tore my ACL before it was fashionable to fix them. Back in the late 80s.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to the doctor. I was 30-something years old. He says, you're too old for one of those. We're going to do those for teens. So I don't have an ACL in my right knee, and I had a brace that kept that knee locked in the way it needed to be locked in, so I assume that's what's going to happen.
Wow, interesting.
Didn't slow me down. I was already slow.
Off the draw, controlled here by the Penman, back out to center. As Mitten takes it. Over to the near side, Poirier up along the wing now, coming into the zone here. As that one's broken up, sent back the other way. Quick shot on, nice save there by Isaac White.
Testa.
As this one comes back over to the corner, now the Mustangs will reverse play up to center. Knowlton ahead here as a chuck comes on Mason Bork. And now back the other way. 14:49 to go in the first. Long pass ahead to Bork. Bork trying to get into the zone. Instead, the puck goes to the back wall, taken there by Brandon Burrows. He is their leading goal scorer, Rob, but he's playing back at defense here really tonight based on their numbers more than anything else. And
probably take the offensive from there when he can.
Rob Murphy said, don't be surprised when he rushes the puck. I said, okay. He can only contain him for so long, right, Coach?
That's, those instincts.
So 14:39 and counting to go here in the first.
And it gets him on the ice more as a defenseman.
True. Yep, absolutely. Marcon at the line here, can't keep it in. Across the line now as Colby Pawson pushes it into the zone. Penman redirected back out. Here's a high slot chance now for Marcon. Rings one off the iron. Back out to the line. Wrist shot there by Poirier, and that one cleared back out to the blue line. Again now, Poirier over to the wall. They'll play pass here, down low. Marcotte, tough angle, shot, rebound is out in front, cleared away, and back out to the line. They can't keep it in.
Oh boy, this line moves the puck so well.
Yeah, you can see Jacob Myers just taking a deep breath after that flurry in front. Long outlet pass here. Goes all the way down to the Mustangs in. Ivy leaves it back now as the Mustangs try an outlet pass through center. Hartwell will chase it down in the corner, takes a heavy hit, and the puck goes along the backboards. Oxel line shot through traffic, never got on goal, and it pinballs around in the high slot and then away by the Penman.
Mustangs want to keep this a skating game with the numbers.
Yeah, true. Make them really use their energy, especially here in the first period, trying to track down these Mustangs. They just don't have the numbers over there tonight to keep up. Here's Keefe. Down low, centering feed, comes all the way through the slot. Kim Knowles pass, ends up all the way down to the Mustangs' end. That puck was on edge as White tried to play it himself. Near side, handled now by Mike Montanelli. He's their second leading goal scorer. Up to center now. Keefe works it into the zone. Jack Keefe trying to track it down here on the forecheck. Back the other way. Here they come. Here comes Ring. Trevor Ring sends one over the crossbar. Nice blocker save there by White. Got a piece of that one. Up to center now. Here's Alonzo. Outlet pass, left-hand side to Jack Keefe. Into the zone. Handled there by Jason Melanson. Around the wall and back out by the Penman. Mitten back at his own blue line. Up ahead to Alonzo. Dumped in along the boards. Kept in there momentarily by the Mustangs, but cleared back out again by the Penman. John Rio goes cross ice for Alonzo, hit his stick, and then goes back into the Mustangs end. Good crowd on hand here at the Norway Savings Bank Arena in Auburn. Glad you could join us tonight here on Munzing Media Sports. Greg Lindrock Munzing with you. Mustangs hockey. Final regular season game for the Mustangs. Cleared back through center. Physical play picking up. That's another way they're going to wear down, I think, this Penman team is get a little physical. With 11:30 to go here in the first period. 1-0 the lead, though, for the Penman.
Certainly glad to have you back on the call, Greg. I'm sure the folks at home are, too, because when I'm doing it by myself, trying to do all the production, call the game, do the scoreboard, keep the time, it doesn't always, something gives. Multitasking way overrated for efficiency, I'll tell you.
Well, certainly a tough one last time out against Dartmouth as well. You and I were talking about that a little bit, but boy, and I talked with the coaching staff about it. They said, you know, that was just a really good Dartmouth team, and they know that. They've obviously had some players come down from the D1 level, and that's, you know, is what it is. But he also said they came out flat. They just didn't have their best effort that night.
You know, gave up a goal and took a penalty after the goal, and then they would got a power play goal. It was 2-0 right out of the gate.
Yeah, and that's tough to come back from, especially a team like that, as it comes back out to the line. And this one blocked as it comes down the length of the ice. Gabe Poirier will give chase, and it'll cause a whistle as the Penmen will tie it up. Talked with Yordi Kenorian about the trip out to Michigan earlier this year. Said they actually got down to Galvin out in Michigan. They bounced back, came back in that game, and he said that was kind of an important moment for this team to realize that they've got a lot of scoring power and that they can make it happen when they need to. Said they've also had some trouble a little bit here on the penalty kill recently too, and I think that's probably a point of emphasis, especially as you get to the playoffs. And here's a chance for Alonzo. Shot that one wide. Over to the wall, Keefe. Behind the net, stolen away there by Brandon Burrows. Out of Manchester, New Hampshire. Trying to play it back up to center. Out to the line. Scarella with a drive. That one deflected up and into the netting. 10:20 to go here in the first period. The Penmen have a 1-0 lead. So the face-off here will come off to the left of Jacob Myers. Off the face-off into the corner. Burrows whacks it around and back out to center ice. Now Henderson holds it, back over to Zuccarella. Quick pass to Ivy at center. Couldn't do anything with it. Back the other way, Trevor Ring off the side of the cage. Now Knowles trying to clear it out. Got it outside the zone. They'll have to clear here. 9:52 to go in the first. Henderson all the way through center. Carries it into the offensive zone. Centering pass. And the Mustangs just couldn't get a stick on it. 2-on-1 opportunity the other way for Ring if they hurry. Oh, great back checking by Cody Ivy. And now he's going to pick up a penalty, though, as the puck comes off the wall. Here's Logan Plant with it. Back out to the line now. Ring has it in the corner, and we get the whistle to stop play. So a tremendous back-checking effort. And then the penalty by Ivy. And
yeah, he finished the check, and the finish part was over the edge.
Yep, so cross-checking officially the call. It'll be the first power play for either club.
So we'll share with you some thoughts on Wednesday's playoff game. I've been talking to Quincy Perry about it when we get probably between periods we get time to talk about that.
9:23 to go here in the first. Power play here. This shot whistles wide of the net. Comes over along the near side boards, back out to the line. A shot there is wrapped up by Isaac White. That's a big save, and more importantly holds on also to the rebound so that there wasn't a second chance. With 9:14 to go here in the first period. 1:49 left on the power play for the Penmen. Face-off will come off to the right of White. Drive here, that one goes wide of the net. Again, White has faced very few shots here, but is going to see probably some more action here on this power play. Stolen away in the offensive zone. A shot there by Bork is deflected up and out of play. So with 8:57 to go here in the first period. Cody Ivey in the box. Cross-checking the call. Leads to this power play, but great job here by the Mustangs to force an offensive zone face-off. It takes more time off the power play. Trickles out into the high slot area. Having trouble breaking the puck out. It's because Diego Alonso is such a great forechecker. This one nearly turned over, as now the Penmen will get it from behind the net. Near side wall, they'll work it back out to the point. Handled there by Burrows. Shot got deflected, and White makes the save.
Yeah, you hate those flippers coming in on you. Hard to handle, hard to get that tactile feel up high. A lot of times goaltenders can't tell if they have it.
Makes the save, gets the whistle. And the face-off here, off to his right. 1 minute left on the power play. Mustangs win the draw and then send an aerial shot all the way down the length of the ice. Gonna try and get it back up to center is Jason Cheech. Couldn't do it, and the Mustangs will send it back into the zone here. Good effort by Hartwell. Forces the issue here on the forecheck. Penmen nearly had too many players on the ice as it comes back the other way. Mustangs have it. Mitten takes it and sends it all the way down. Penmen have not really been able to get set up yet on this power play.
Yeah, Mustangs finish this kill, then get on the offensive. That's the game plan.
Chance into the zone here, trying to turn one toward the net as this one comes back out to the line. Wrist shot there by Cheech, saved there by White. Back out to the line, Cheech again. This one deflected, never got through. And now right out of the box, here comes Ivey. Ivey shot, save there by Myers. Oh, now Ivey mixing it up a little bit because Myers took exception to Ivey coming in a little bit late. Doesn't need to end up back in the box. Gotta be careful. Yeah, right now, Myers talking over with the referee behind the net.
Yeah, big stop right there. That would have been a momentum change.
Yeah. So the Penmen do not score on the power play. And the Mustangs here looking to try and get some offense going. There's Ivey with a blast. So they don't score on the power play, and the Mustangs make them pay. Cody Ivey with a laser from the top of the right circle. And with 7:07 to go here in the first period, they've tied it at 1.
Well, there was a recipe. Get the kill, get on the offensive, get it tied. Now you got to win the rest of the period. You've got 7:07 left. Win the rest of the period, even if it's a 1-1 draw, but win the period, get a goal, and you'll feel pretty good about life.
As the puck comes off the draw near side wall, brought back in the zone here is chance down for Bork. This one tangled up and into the corner. Puck comes down low where it's controlled here by the Penmen, trying to get it back out to center. Intercepted there, and the puck now, and now we got a big collision. And there's no call coming. 6:41 to go here in the first. And now big collision along the near side wall. Physical play picking up here as it comes along the half wall. Comes along the wing, out in front. Oh, Melanson had it on his stick and just rolled off his twig. And now backhanded out to center. They'll go D to D.
The officials have set the tone as what's going to be called, so you may see the uptick in physicality.
Poirier across the line as he avoids a big check. And now back the other way. Here come the Penmen. Oh, nice stick handling move through traffic and a save there by White at the last second.
Yeah.
And as he comes up with a big save here, and then the Mustangs clear it all the way down. No icing here.
That was a kick save on a tester. That was going far side.
Yep.
What a stop.
Wes Trahan came in, and here's another chance, this time from Burrows. And there's been some flashes here from the Penmen of some of their offensive firepower. The move there by Trahan was very impressive. Back the other way now. Here comes Jack Keefe along the wall. Tries to keep the play alive, and then swatted at there by Trahan and sent all the way down. Marcotte back to get it for the Mustangs. Pressured there, spins away from a check up along the wall. Outlet pass broken up by Cheech. Now spinning down is Montanel.
Good hip check.
Yep, good hip check as it's cleared back out to center. And the more they let this go, Rob, that's the thing, is the physical play will pick up, and these teams have to kind of reel themselves in a little bit. It can really get emotional out there sometimes when you get all the banging going on.
Right.
But you got to be careful you don't take it to another level.
Right. You don't want to escalate into a penalty situation. You're right, Greg.
Face off here will come outside the blue line. Won by the Mustangs. Sent in there. A good shot way outside from Brody Keefe. Back to the line. Rio able to send it in deep. Well, two players tangled up in the corner. A little bit of a wrestling match. Back the other way now. Here's Ring into the zone. Takes a shot. Saved there by White. Chipped up along the wall. Back to center now. Sullivan trying to carry it through. Three players tied up at the line. They had trouble getting over the blue line. And quick outlet pass here. We'll go down the length of the ice and we'll get an icing call. So with 4:06 to go here in the first period, 1-1 our score. Mustangs and the Penmen here tonight, as we said. Mustangs already know their next game. That's going to be on a Wednesday. As they will next Wednesday, they'll be in the quarterfinals for the NECHA quarterfinals against Colby. That'll be an 8-10 face-off. Winner of that one will go to the semifinals in New Hampshire. Off the face-off here, comes back out to the line. Knowles, a wrist shot, hit Hartwell on the way through. Back behind the net. Ivy scoops it off the wall. Ivy buzzing around the zone. Back out to Zuccarello. Ivy with a drive. That one whistles wide. Now a turnaround shot. Score! Cam Knowles from the corner throws one on goal, and Myers just wasn't ready for it.
They say there's never a bad shot from any angle. Throw it on net, good things happen, and that's exactly what happened for the Mustangs. Well,
and a great goal there by Knowles to just recognize the moment. And just like that, an opportunity there, as we said, win the period, right? There you go. Win the period. They got another one, which is going to certainly help the cause. They'd love to add to it. Here comes Alonso trying to get through. And back the other way. Quick shot on there.
Hartwell got the goal.
By number 77, Cam Henderson.
We're going to give it to Hartwell.
And by number 22, Cody Ivy.
And then this one comes back out over into the corner. And then back to the line. Down deep in front. It comes floating out into the slot. Back to the line now. And all of a sudden here, Mustangs looking for a long pass to Alonso. They couldn't connect, and it'll go all the way down. 2:56 to go here in the first.
So that must have been Hartwell parked down there at the corner, was able to get his stick and get the redirect on it.
As this one comes off the wall and sent back deep into the corner. Fans like the rough stuff. They're getting their money's worth here tonight. As it's come back to Mitten. Now Poirier with it, pushes it ahead. Bork across the line. Takes a quick snapshot. That one goes wide. And back now. Again, a chance here for the Mustangs to keep it in deep. On the net, Bork now to Knowlton. He's wrapped up in the corner there by Logan Plant. Outlet pass cleared away by Burrows and all the way down. And we'll get a whistle here to stop play. Isaac White with the stop. 2:02 to go here in the first period. 2-1 our score. Mustangs on top. Both teams getting line changes. As we said, that'll play a role here in this game with a much deeper bench. And I was actually having a really interesting conversation with the Mustangs coaching staff where we were talking about how good that Dartmouth team is, Rob.
Yes.
And they said to me that in a situation the way that the tournament will be structured at the national tournament, that they play 3 games, then they take a day off, then they play 2 more. They said because of the lack of the depth that Dartmouth has, they're going to probably have a tough time winning those 3 games and then going and obviously trying to play 2 more.
Yeah.
He said a lot of those teams out, west with Michigan and everything like that, they are so deep that it would be a challenging situation. But they felt as though Dartmouth was probably honestly the most talented team, certainly at the D3 level. And that's obviously saying a lot. They knew that, coming in. So they're going to want to try and come up with a victory, obviously, when they may meet at some point. But I think what's interesting is that they talk about depth. The Mustangs have quite a bit of depth that could really prove to be beneficial in a tournament like that. As Alonso gets a shot on, he scores right off the face-off. Diego Alonso found the loose puck, and he tucks it in to the short side. So Diego Alonso, boy, we talked about winning the period here, Rob.
Yeah.
And with 1:24 to go here in the first period, they tacked on 2 more, and this one belongs to Diego Alonso.
Well, they just put the cherry on the top of the sundae here. And with that 3rd goal of the period. Good response here by the Mustangs.
Yeah, and I think this is also a factor of wearing them down, right? We talked about that as well. Late in this period.
You're playing physically, and that takes a toll on you. Let's see what the goal is.
Scored by number 8, Diego Alonso. Assisted by number 12, Jackie. Time of the goal, 18 minutes, 36 seconds.
So Keith picking up an assist on the goal by Alonso. And right back the other way now. A chance here for the Mustangs trying to add to that lead again. Under a minute to go. They'll go D to D here. Here's a steal. Knowlton in front. Shot. Oh, good save there by Myers. He stuck out the right pad. That could have been real trouble for Penman to go from being up 1-0 and then finishing the period down by 3 would have been a disaster for them. Back the other way now. Here's a chance for Burrows. Into the zone. Snapshot. Glove saved by Isaac White. Good stop there late in this period.
Join us intermission. Coach Kanoran will join us. In a better mood.
Yeah, I was going to say. He's not going to like the
than
start.
about 20 minutes ago.
As it comes off the draw here, wrist shot, that was labeled for the top corner. Instead, it'll come all the way back out to center. Here's a chance now down low, taken there by Mitten, and they'll try and bring it back out for one last rush. Throws on the brakes, and then scooped up there by Borg. 4 players on the far side, and more pushing and shoving. As the first period comes to an end, and now taking exception to that. So they'll separate the two teams, and they'll see each other again.
No harm, no foul. See you in a little while.
Yeah, exactly. So a 3-1 lead for the Mustangs after 20 minutes in the books. And when we come back, we'll have our intermission coming up for you here on Munsing Media Sports.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost. And for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
Same thing as always.
That's the front of the net.
Little things to make you what you are.
Zero, 3, 1, 2, 3, 0.
Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Sit right here.
NCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to peak. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
It provides a great opportunity, just the fellowship amongst athletes, get a chance to play against some different teams that you typically don't get a chance to play against from different regions, different parts of the country. This kind of gives you an opportunity to kind of see where you're really at against everybody. Really good, like I said, just a great environment, well-ran tournament. It's a pleasure to be part of organizations like the USCA.
Forensics has grown so much and it's very beneficial to the criminal justice system. I was always one of those kids that watched forensic files. That was something I loved. Just a science person all around, I always have been. The instructors are some of the top forensic experts in Maine. They really know what they're talking about. They've been there, done that. CMCC is very lucky to have people like this. I'm an intro to criminal justice and criminal law and report writing. It's a lot of the baseline of things I have to be knowledgeable about. I want to do crime scene photography. The forensic science program is preparing me to start thinking what's important here? What do I need to look for right off the bat? You never know what you're going to find.
The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munsing Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munsing Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation.
Since 1892. And it changes the game, 35-26. This has been a wacko affair.
And welcome back here on Munsing Media Sports. 1 period in the books, and it's 3-1. And we are joined by Yordi Knorr, the head coach of the Central Maine Mustangs. And wow, Yordi, what a turnaround after they got the first goal, kind of a little fluky goal. You guys were able to put the pressure on and then get this 3-1 lead.
Yeah, I mean, I'm never happy when we get scored on, but I wanted my guys to fight through some adversity because we've been struggling a little bit with that lately. So they kind of responded, and that's what I wanted to see. They stuck with the game plan, didn't panic, got some nice ozone pressure, some really good combinations. So I was very happy to see the response on that. Yep.
Yeah, let's talk about the goal that came out of the corner. We always talk about it, put putts on net, right, obviously, and Cam Knowles there from the corner, trying to put it on goal, and ends up in the back of the net.
Yeah, you never know what it's going to take, and especially coming to playoff time, sometimes it's going to take that dirty goal that nobody expects in a tight game. He found an opening. He saw the goalie was a little off, I think, and he's a shooter.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he took advantage of it.
Yeah, it was a smart shot there, I thought. And then the other thing, too, is obviously you got Cody Ivey, right? He has the early penalty, comes out, gets that goal. What a goal.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he does so much more than just obviously play the game. He's so passionate for us. He's just bought into it. He's been my captain, and I can't thank the kid enough for the passion he's shown for this program, and he just understood from day one what we've been trying to build, and he's just been really good for us, and it's just great to see him get rewarded on senior night for sure.
I was going to say, let's talk about this senior class. Obviously, 11 seniors on this team. What sticks out to you the most about this senior class?
I think, honestly, it's such a diversity of age and stuff, and a couple of guys have played juniors, a couple of guys just came straight out of high school, but they just love the game, and they're here because, we gave them a chance to keep playing college hockey, and they understood, they had to buy into the CM culture. It was going to change from when we took over, and it definitely did, and those guys, they're going to succeed in life, and I'm happy to see them move on. So.
Yeah, no, I thought there were some great stories about what they're doing with their education as well, and wanted to kind of get your kind of final thoughts here as we head into the second period, and fans are following along here. Talk about what's next for the Mustangs. Obviously the game on Wednesday and kind of some of the scenarios that could play out.
Yeah, it's a big game on Wednesday. It's number 16 in the country, which is us, against number 6 Colby for the quarterfinal of NECA playoffs. Honestly, with the rankings, you never know until the last ranking drops out where you're going to stand. I just want my guys to focus on moving on every game, one game at a time, one shift at a time. Trying to move on to NECA, and hopefully that when the final ranking comes out, we'll be booking a trip to St. Louis for the national tournament, hopefully. So.
Well, that sounds great. We appreciate the time, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you, Greg.
All right, that is Jordy Kanorin here on Munzing Media Sports. We'll come back with a second period for you next here from the Norway Savings Bank Arena.
I'm Greg Glynn, Athlete Brand Advisor and CEO of Pliable. Pliable helps high school, college, and professional athletes build their athlete brand. New name, image, and likeness opportunities are a game changer for athletes and for businesses. To learn more about social media marketing and endorsement opportunities for your brand, visit pliablemarketing.com or call 1-7.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to peak. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
Forensics has grown so much, and it's very beneficial to the criminal justice system. I was always one of those kids that watched forensic files. That was something I loved. Just a science person all around, I always have been. The instructors are some of the top forensic experts in Maine. They really know what they're talking about. They've been there, done that. CMCC is very lucky to have people like this. I'm an intro to criminal justice and criminal law and report writing. It's a lot of the baseline of things I have to be knowledgeable about.
placards marked.
I want to do crime scene photography. The forensic science program is preparing me to start thinking like what's important here, what do I need to look for like right off the bat. You never know what you're going to find.
Helping people is kind of ingrained into me. I am so glad that I chose to be here. It's a really great program.
Primary deals in the heart.
The instructors are super helpful.
They really do set you up to be successful in the field.
The new hospital simulation lab here at CMCC is a great addition.
It's as close to replicating real life as you can get.
We did an IV lab.
With a mannequin, it's nice to get your toes wet before you jump into a clinical setting.
Deep breath.
CMCC is the best place to start nursing. It's challenging, but you are learning.
You have a smaller size classroom, smaller ratio to instructors.
It's affordable.
It really provided me relief that I'm not going to accrue a lot of debt.
I needed to set myself and my family up for success after.
I'm going to come out of this able to actually practice as an RN in the real field. It's a wonderful opportunity.
Win a game without proper planning and execution. Let Gosline Retirement Planning coach you into a confident retirement. Here at Gosline Retirement, we provide that proper planning and help you utilize a step-by-step approach on all facets of your retirement planning. We provide guidance on income planning, wealth management, understanding taxation, Medicare and long-term care, and legacy and estate planning. We pride ourselves on working hard for those who have worked hard their entire lives. So, schedule your appointment today and let the team at Gosline Retirement Planning put together a retirement game plan.
And welcome back here to the Norway Savings Bank Arena in Auburn, Maine, where the Mustangs have a 3-1 lead over the Penmen from Southern New Hampshire University. It wasn't exactly pretty to start this one as the Penmen got off to an early 1-0 lead on a little bit of a fluke goal. And after that, Jordi Kanoran, who just joined us, talked about facing a little bit of adversity. And they faced some in that first period for sure. They bounced right back. They had to kill off a penalty to Cody Ivey. They killed that off. They then eventually tied the game 1-1. The goal came from Cody Ivey, his 6th of the year. And then just about 3 minutes later, it was a goal. They officially have awarded it to Hartwell. I was talking with Jordi, and we agreed that it was Knowles from the corner, but Hartwell may have got a stick on it, which is why they might have changed that. And then also Diego Alonso with a goal with 1:24 to go, able to get the 3-1 lead. So we'll get set here for the second period as the Mustangs come back out onto the ice in their home white uniforms tonight. And the red numbers and the black trim. And so they are going to give that goal, to Hartwell. Yeah, so he came toward the net. What happened was it was actually Knowles that took the shot from the corner, but he got his stick on it right there by that inner post. Yeah.
I think the folks at home saw it. Andrew gave him a good look. Andrew Severson doing great work on a hockey camera.
I don't have zoom on my opticals here.
Yeah, you know, right.
You know how it starts to go, I mean, it's not going yet.
I'm looking at the monitor, so I saw it clearly get redirected.
Good, all right, good.
And so did the folks at home.
Good.
As we try to give them a good view. We got some nice comments. Mrs. Poirier said she's going to miss our commentary, Greg. Yeah, Poirier family, wonderful family.
Well, we're going to miss them.
Yeah, we certainly are. So some Coach Caron and the coaching staff.
So it's taken here by the Penmen to start off this second period. As it pinballs down into the corner. Penmen trying to work it off the back wall here as it comes now down to Springer. Springer holds on to it. Works his way back over and recycles it to the far side wall. Up along the wing, outlet pass here comes through center. First one there to it is going to be Zuccarella. Sends it down low. As Sullivan tries to chase after it. And cleared back out to center. Mustangs are in the middle of a line change. It's always a tough spot when you're right in front of your bench and you want to get a line change, but the puck is right there too. They do a good job executing that to avoid the too many men on the ice call. Racing into the zone is Burrows. Burrows around the defense, trying to go top shelf. Save there by Isaac White, who makes the stop with 19:04 to go here in the second period. 3-1, the lead for the Mustangs. So, as we said, Hartwell getting that goal gives him 5 on the year. Cody Ivey with 6, and now as they come into the zone here, Poirier rings one off the post, and that one deflected up and out of play, so they'll have to stop play with 18:53 to go here in the second period. By the way, Diego Alonso getting that goal. Diego able to get the goal. It's his 7th of the season.
Yeah, we have to readjust our camera after the interview, so Andrew did a good job of zooming in, get the focus set. Now it looks a lot sharper. Gonna miss these kids when they graduate, Aspen and Andrew.
It's true.
Gonna talk to their professors about failing them.
Back out to the line, held in there by Rio. Down low. Michael Bello there, wearing number 18 for the Mustangs tonight, as it's cleared back out to center.
Yeah, Michael was a new addition to the lineup.
Yeah.
This semester.
And so new, didn't get the name on the back of the jersey. As it comes back along the wall. Oh, big collision there. Nice check by Bello. Oh, they're going to call him for a penalty. Interference.
Tough call.
Although especially the way this has been going. Now we got another penalty here. This is going to be 2 penalties, Rob, against the Mustangs. Not good right now for Mustangs fans. 18:13 to go here in the second period.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the second one might be...
it was after the whistle.
Maybe it's a misconduct, and maybe it won't affect on ice. I'm syncing the clock up, folks, so...
No. The veteran official, Pete DeBear, saw whatever took place. All I heard was a puck going around there. It's almost as if a late shot or something, maybe taking a shot on goal. But the idea here is that we're going to get the announcement, which is so great that we've got Patrick down there to be able to give us the exact explanation. And right now they got 2 penalties up on the board.
Yeah, we will go downstairs and we'll get the call so we can understand it.
Patrick putting his penmanship to work here tonight against the Penmen. 18:13 to go in the second period. Face-off is trickling toward the net. Marcotte able to grab it, and he'll send it all the way down.
Penalty to number 9, Zach Minton, 2 minutes for interference. Mustangs penalty to number 18, Michael Bello, 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct. Time of the penalties, 1 minute 47 seconds of the second period. That's Minton for interference and Bello for unsportsmanlike conduct at 1:47.
So there are the 2 penalties, and it does turn into a 5-on-3. And a chance here for the Penmen to do some damage. This one, nice save there by White. Got his right pad on it, and then cleared back out to center. Here come the Penmen back into the zone. Brendan Burrows works his way in, knocked off his stick, back out to Plant at the point. Plant, top of the left circle, holds on to it, back out to the line. Burrows, a drive and a save there by White. He holds on to it with the glove. 17:21 to go here in the second period. Again, getting the glove on it also means no rebound. And that's a big thing, especially when it's 5-on-3.
Oh, that's key.
Yep.
You got to have your keeper come up big a couple of times when you're down 2.
As coaches like to say, sometimes your goaltender's got to be your best penalty killer, and he was right there. Good heads-up play. Back out to the line. Plant now with it. High slot. Goes D to D to Burrows. Burrows winds and fires. Saved by White. Rebound! It snuck past him, but not into the net. Then he got pushed in by Trevor Ring. But it was after the whistle. And 57 seconds left here on the 2-man advantage.
Well, what often happens to the offensive player is he can see the puck.
Yeah.
But the official can't, so the official's blowing the whistle while the puck is still visible to the offensive player. So, of course, he's going to go for it.
And, of course, he's going to be upset when he hears that they blew the whistle. As it comes back along the wall, Burrows trying to keep it in. This one pushed back out to center. Shot into the zone there by Evan Knowlton. Nice job there by the Mustangs on the penalty kill. Still got 36 seconds to go, though. Penmen come out of their own zone, racing ahead with it. This is Logan Plant. Ran into his own man there, but they get across the line. Sent in deep now, Henderson along the back wall. Couldn't make a play on it. Into the corner, back out to the line to Burrows. Burrows logged a lot of ice time tonight. Here's a shot, blocker save there by White. Back over to the circle, wrist shot, that one goes wide. Back over to the wing and all the way out. Pass to center, redirected ahead into the zone. Montanel, no good as it's taken the other way now by Rio. This one over the crossbar, out to the point. Alonso takes a shove, puck comes back out to the line, and Fandon there on the pass, but nobody pressuring as the Mustangs clear it back the other way. Cam Henderson shoots it into the zone.
Major kill.
Really nice kill there. Two-man advantage killed off by the Mustangs in this game. They have not, by the way, had a power play in this game. As it comes back out now to the line. Chance on the far side, a wrist shot through traffic and into the corner. Keefe picks it up there. Keefe, top of the left circle.
Yeah, left a little gravy train out front.
As this one comes into the slot, that one redirected. Henderson setting up shop in front. And this one cleared back out to center. Into the zone. Here comes Burrows, trying to go top shelf. And he shot it over the crossbar. Back the other way now. Here's a chance for Keefe. Jack Keefe to Melanson. Melanson shot. Keefe on the doorstep in front. Alonso scores. Oh, that's a great play by Jack Keefe. Instead of taking it himself, he recognizes that Alonso's coming to join the party. And with 15:04 to go here in the second period, Keefe finds him, and they make it 4-1.
Oh boy, you talk about making the extra pass. That's exactly what Jack did there. He knew Alonso was having his head down coming into the play, and he knew the keeper was out and it was going to take some time, so he was able to keep the puck and make the pass.
And back the other way now, the Penmen trying to push it into the zone. By the way, that's Alonso's second.
Assisted by number 12, Jack Keefe. And by number 29, Jason Melanson. Time of the goal, 4 minutes, 56 seconds.
Wait.
Here's a chance now again for the Mustangs. It comes into the zone. Poirier goes between his legs, passes it out front, shot there. Nice job there to get it on net by Bello. Mustangs right now buzzing in the offensive zone.
Gabe Poirier's nifty.
Yeah, very crafty. Here's a shot, score! Evan Knowlton from the high slot found himself some real estate. Put up the real estate sign, said I'm open, and he buried it on the one-timer.
Yeah, sniped right there. Well, the Mustangs pouring it on. The key to this offensive burst,
the kill.
The double kill.
Yeah.
Absolutely, the double kill. It just energizes you. You get back on offense and you just go, okay, boys, let's rev it up.
And Evan Knowlton will get the goal here.
15th of the season, scored by number 15, Evan Knowlton. Assisted by number 18, Michael Bello. Time of the goal, 5 minutes, 43 seconds of the second period. That's Knowlton, his 18th of the season, from Bello at 5:43.
Oh boy, so nice having the mic down in there, isn't it, Greg? I mean, the folks at home get the call, and it's fantastic.
Back out now to Ivy. They go passing it back to Knowles. It floats out in front. I don't think the goaltender there, Myers, recognized that puck was coming bouncing right in front of the net. Back out to the line. Rio can't keep it in.
You know, if you're the Penman, when you're short a little bit and the game's staying close, the energy level is naturally staying up.
Yep.
you get down a little bit, it's a little harder to keep that juice flowing. These kids are playing hard, no question about it.
Yeah, it's kind of like an adrenaline rush. You can stay close and you can keep it up and you can keep it up for so long, but it starts getting to be 5-1 and you're going, I do feel a little tired. And the face-off here will come off to the left of Isaac White. Off the draw, comes back out to the line. Deflected on the shot there by Plant. Now tries to send it in deep again. Mustangs will clear here. Pushed ahead to center. Hartwell across the line. This one chipped off the glass. Will it hit the referee on the near side? Ahead now into the zone. Chance here coming in for Mike Montanel, and he couldn't get toward the net. Nice job there by the defense for the Mustangs. Cleared back out to center. Penman will look to try and regroup. They're offside here. Rio tried to get it up to Sullivan. They just couldn't connect. Back the other way, left-hand side. Montanel tries to get it over to Burrows with a good shot on, but Isaac White up to the task and makes the save. Norway Savings Bank Arena celebrating its 10th anniversary here this year. Wonderful facility with the 2 arenas.
Yeah, really nice. Nice people here too. We're pleased to be able to work with them here.
Home to a lot of hockey for sure, and why this part of the state is so strong in hockey as well.
I like them because they have fast internet.
That's important to all the kids these days.
It's important to us streamers, I'll tell you.
Yeah. This one sent ahead as they try and chase it down. Colby Pawson couldn't get there in time. And it'll be an icing call with 12:33.
And they work with us to make it available to us. And to Flow Hockey, who does the Thunder here, there's a port right behind me that's Oxford Network, and it's prime speed. And that's why you're seeing such a good feed go out of here. And that doesn't happen everywhere, folks. It doesn't happen everywhere, let me tell you.
12:30 to go here in the second period. Up along the wing, I can remember doing games when I was at Quinnipiac. We were doing them on a phone line. And as it comes back along the back wall. Picked up here, or as it's worked out by Knowlton to the line, though, to come outside the zone. Mustangs Pawson picks it up. Had it picked off of his pocket by Yaw, gets a shot on.
Now, for you kids out there, there used to be landlines.
As it comes up to center, Melanson into the zone, one-on-one, and the puck floats out into the slot area. Now coming back for it is another chance there, and it just couldn't get a stick on it. Was Melanson as it goes back out to center. Here's a chance for Burrows. Left it off at the top of the circle, no one there. Here's a wrist shot, that never got on goal by Jack Byrne. Byrne now trying to push it toward the net. He got checked off the play. Back the other way, Mustangs looking to come into the zone here. 11:23, 2-on-1 as it turns to Keefe. Shot saved there by Myers. Good stop there with 11:18 to go in the second period to try and keep this within striking distance for the Penmen. But as you can tell, you take a look over at their bench, and they got a lot of guys that are sitting down and gasping for air. Meanwhile, on the other side, Mustangs players standing up.
Yeah, standing room only over there.
And they're just very engaged in the game. You can tell there's an interference call. As the Poirier brothers have some words there with Brandon Burrows. Burrows going to go to the box for elbowing.
First power play, right, for the
it is
Stangs.
And they will get an opportunity here with 11:11 to go in the second period. I think the Mustangs were looking more than a 2 on that. But it's just going to be a 2-minute penalty. And the face-off will come off to the left of the netminder Myers. Back out to the line. Poirier, quick snapshot save there by Myers. He has been busy, as we expected tonight. And the Mustangs on their first power play here tonight. By the way, the Penmen 0 for 4 with the man advantage, including that 2-man advantage that they had. That really was the turning point in this game. Back out of Poirier. They'll work this around. Back out now to Matt Poirier. Near side, Gabe Poirier with a drive. That one deflected wide. Back the other way now. A chance. One-timer for Knowles. Couldn't get it on goal. Here's Melanson into the zone, pulls it over to the far side wall. Works it down low. Now behind the net, this is Jack Keefe. Out to the line for Poirier. A drive there by Gabe Poirier. The rebound floats out to the point. Kept in there by Matt Poirier. Matt Poirier now holds it, high slot. Back over to Gabe Poirier, down low. Keefe, a whack at it. Tries to get the rebound off the back wall. Keefe emerges with the puck, out to the line to Matt Poirier. Poirier, top of the left circle, over to Gabe Poirier, top of the left circle as he rotates back out to the high slot. They'll play pass. Matt Poirier fakes a shot. Poirier slides over to now the center point position, right-hand side. Chance down low for Melanson. Shot, top shelf, score! What a goal there. What a shot by Jason Melanson. He lights the lamp with 9:45 to go here in the second period. It's a power play goal for the Mustangs, and they lead 6-1.
Yeah, caught the Penmen dead on their feet in the zone and able to set that up for himself by making it look like pass. Yep. And as he drew the keeper over to the middle where he had to go, anticipating pass, that opened up that shot side. He was able with some great hands to elevate it there and put it top shelf near side. Makes it 6-1.
Face-off controlled here by the Penmen as they try to bring it into the zone.
Scored on the power play by number 29, Jason Melanson. Assisted by number 15, Evan Knowlton. Time of the goal, 10 minutes, 15 seconds of the second period. That's Melanson, his 8th of the season on the power play.
As this puck comes out over on the far side, Ivy able to scoop it up. Working along the wall. Now down low, trying to get toward the net. As Ivy's wrapped up along the back wall, no call there. Out to the line, Rio goes D-to-D. A shot here, blocked down, and now controlled there by Hartwell. Couldn't glove it down, it'll stay in at the line. Near side, no shot, score! Well, that time, that was all Cam Knowles as he shot that one to the back of the net. And Cam Knowles will get the goal here with 8:44 to go, so just over, almost about a minute later, it's Knowles with the goal. And now it is a 7-1 lead. And we talk about goal differential and how that can play a role in rankings and everything else.
Scored by number 3, Cam Knowles. Assisted by number 97, Aiden Hartwell. And by number 11, John Ryu. Time of the goal, 11 minutes, 16 seconds of the second period.
So we're going to get a holding call here that's going to go against the Mustangs. Colby Pawson will go to the box here. And a power play upcoming for the Penmen. They are 0 for 4 tonight with the man advantage. And the face-off here off to the left of White. Won by the Penmen, back out to the line. That shot through, but deflected up and out of play. That one never even got on goal. And 8:24 to go here in the second period. Face-off will come off to the left of Isaac White. One there by the Penman, back out to the line, Burrows. Burrows, drive, goes wide to the right post. This one taken on the far wing by Keefe and elevates it out of the zone. Burrows now trying to work it back up to center. Instead taken there by Ring. Down low behind the net. Cycles in deep, back out to the line for Burrows. It got past him and it'll go all the way down. Well, that's certainly detrimental to their power play here as they got to go back to get it with 1:20 left on the man advantage. Burrows up to center, lobs it into the zone. Out to the line. Held in there, but only for a little bit as it's cleared right back out by the Mustangs. Nice job on the kill here. Now the Penmen go back to get it. Mike Montanel into the zone, shifts his way through, looking out in front. Bouncing puck, picked up in the high slot, and then cleared out nicely there by Emmett Sullivan.
Now, you were saying earlier, Greg, they were concerned about the kill. It's been good tonight.
Yeah, it's been very sharp. Here's Hartwell with a shot, and a save there by Jacob Myers. Goes back behind the net, Logan Plant with it. Up to center to Burrows. Now Ivy tripped up as he tried to come through. Ivy goes after it down low in the corner. They're winning all the races now. You can see the fatigue factor starting to factor in here. With 6:39 to go here in the second period. What a great kill here for the Mustangs. As Rob mentioned, this has been a point of emphasis. And they just have literally played keep away for the last 20 seconds here to kill off the final seconds of the power play. And the Penmen now 0 for 5 tonight. This one lasered around the wall, back out to the point, and it'll exit the zone here as it's shot in by Jacob Dorsey and a save by Isaac White. 6:11 to go here in the second period, 7-1. The lead for the Mustangs, and boy, you wouldn't know it by the way this one started. They got down 1-0 on a kind of fluke goal, faced a little adversity, and then they turned on the switch. And they haven't looked back since. Dorsey takes the puck off the draw, rattles it around the lower kick plate. Held up along the half wall, and here come the Mustangs back out to center again. Cabello trying to work it over to the wing, and broken up here, but the Mustangs will get it back at their own line. Chance to bring it across the stripe here as Marcotte throws one through. Back out now, Poirier pinching in from the point position. Down low, Kate Poirier, tough angle shot, finds the back of the net, and boy, I'll tell you what, I think that they got the scouting report was put the puck on goal tonight, and especially from below the goal line, where they've been able to get 2 goals now tonight. And Poirier will get this one, and they're pouring it on, 8-1.
Yeah, certainly. I've seen a lot of puck. He's going to be dreaming of ring-dings tonight on the on the ride back home. He's seen so much.
He's still got 5:37 to go here in the second period. They don't have a backup goaltender.
The season, scored by number 7, Gabe Poirier. Assisted by number 17, Nate Marcotte. Time of the goal, 14 minutes, 21 seconds of the second period. That's Gabe Poirier's 30th of the season from Marcotte at 14:21.
Yeah, Poirier's had a great year.
30 goals.
That's incredible. Team leader, obviously, at that number. And the only player behind him, really, is Evan Knowlton, who had a goal earlier tonight. He has 18.
Yeah, there you go.
And so this face-off here will come back down in the Mustangs end of the ice with 5:09 to go in the second period. We have got another penalty here. It's going to go against the Mustangs. This time,
I have to get the call. I didn't see it. Elbow, I think.
Cam Henderson going to the box. Off the draw, controlled here by the Penmen. Burrows trying to keep it in, can't do it. Sent the other way by Mitten, and all the way down.
Cam Henderson. 2 minutes for high sticking. Time of the penalty, 14 minutes, 51 seconds of the second period.
So the high stick there, the call officially, and with 1:36 left on the power play, Mustangs looking to try and clear it out of the corner. Taken behind the net by Trevor Ring. Centering pass comes all the way through the slot and all the way down. They've got some of the Mustangs players that are not in the lineup tonight, right behind the goaltender, Jacob Myers. And they were given a hard time after making that save, an easy one obviously, but easy to do in an 8-1 game to get a little fired up, and they've got reason to cheer tonight. 8-1, the score for the Mustangs. Good body check there as Hartwell knocks his man off the puck. Puck rattled around the wall.
You know, there was a period in this game where it got really physical for about 5 or 6 minutes.
Yep.
And I think that kind of wore out the Penman a little bit, Greg. It was after that that the offensive flourish started.
Well, yeah, I think that's
just a theory.
Yep, I agree. And I think that, you know, the 1-0 lead woke up the Mustangs, and then that's what I think led to a lot of the physical play. Oh, a nice hip check. You don't see that very often anymore in the game of hockey. And Matt Poirier throwing out the hip.
Yeah, Matt had a hip check earlier. Old school stuff.
Yeah, he likes the old school stuff, which is, you know, like you said, you don't see it. I mean, a lot of reason for that is the players, obviously, at the National Hockey League level, they've just gotten so much faster, so much stronger. It's really hard, unless you're along the wall, to make an open hit check like that anymore. And it's a lost art.
The chief, Johnny Busick, was
really good at
great artisan of the hip check.
.332 to go here in the second period. 23 seconds left on the power play, and you can see just on these players for the Penmen just how much this period has taken out of them. Keep in mind, we started this period with a 3-1 lead. And 5 goals here in this period. Put the Mustangs out in front, 8-1. As this one bounces back the other way. Played back by Brody Keefe. They'll play it D-to-D here, cleared out, but they couldn't get it out of the zone. Shot there, backhand shot, saved by White into the corner. Bouncing puck into the high slot. Drive here, that one goes wide of the net on a laser by Plant. And this one's going to get deflected up and out of play. And the face-off here will stay down in the Mustangs' defensive end. .247 to go, second period. Greg Glenn, Rob Munzing with you here on Munzing Media Sports. Off the draw, controlled by the Mustangs. Chipped up along the wall and sent back out to center. Penmen have it back in their own zone. Outlet pass quickly ahead. And trying to bring it into the zone here is Trahan. Got some help, but now cleared away by the Mustangs again. Back out of the zone. Tobler looking to try and get into the zone. He's taken down, and we're going to get an interference call here with 2:21 to go in the second period. So the Penmen are going to get another chance on the power play. They are 0 for 6 tonight. And the penalty kill has, of course, been strong, but now they're just getting more practice at this point.
Yeah. You can take a timeout here. Take a timeout and give your kids a little chance to get a rest. I mean, the game's pretty well decided, Greg, you know.
Yeah, true.
Say, okay, hey, we're going to give you a rest. Let's go get a goal. Come on, let's go, let's go. Just a thought. Easy up here.
You do have a wealth of experience. As it comes back over on the far side. And now picked up here by the Penmen. As this one comes along the back wall. And to the corner.
Let's see what the call is.
Minutes for interference. Time of penalty, 17 minutes, 39 seconds of the second period. That's Brody Keefe for interference at 17.
Interference call.
And Keefe sitting in the box. Puck goes down the length of the ice. Knowles going back to get it, steals it away. He's got a guy in front. See if he finds him. Keefe turns and shoots. And a nice save there by Myers. Here come the Penmen to center. 1:35 to go here in the second period. Into the zone now, Ring over to the far side wall. Chance here on a shot by Plant, deflected up and out of play. 1:25 left in the second period. 8-1 the score. 1:05 left on the power play here for the Penmen.
Well, if nothing else, it's because Myers a little bit of a break here down his end.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, he's been busy. So busy man.
Back out to the line. Held in now by the Penmen. A quick shot there. Never got through on the shot by Montanel. And back out to center. Here come the Mustangs again. Sent into the zone by Jason Melanson. 1:06 to go in the second period. Stolen away by Melanson at the line. Melanson, toe drag, just lost it at the last second. 1 minute left here in the second period. Jack Key forechecking. Goes back down into the Penman end. Puck fluttering at the blue line, picked up there by Bello. And now taken back again by the Penmen. 37 seconds to go here in the period. That one shot into the far side corner. Marcotte, first one to it, protects it well with the body. And trying to get it up along the wing. Back out to the line, shot on goal there. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll get a stoppage and 5 seconds left on the power play for the Penmen. As we said, good crowd on hand here at the Norway Savings Bank Arena.
Not sure. We're going to have Dave Gagne come on between periods. He normally comes up between periods. Hopefully he will.
Off the draw, controlled here by the Mustangs. Cleared out to center. Into the zone is Poirier. Poirier trying to get toward the slot. And that one knocked away at the last second by Jacob Dorsey. Puck still tied up in the neutral zone. Oh, nice check there by Parker Springer. And the final seconds tick off the clock. Second period comes to an end, and the Mustangs have an 8-1 lead. And when we come back, we'll have the second intermission for you coming up here on Munsing Media Sports.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost. And for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
Same thing as always.
That's the front of the net.
Little things to make you what you are.
Zero, 3, 1, 2, 3, 0.
Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3. That's it right here.
NCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to peak. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
It provides a great opportunity, just a fellowship amongst athletes, get a chance to play against some different teams that typically don't get a chance to play against from different regions, different parts of the country. It kind of gives you an opportunity to kind of see where you're really at against everybody. Really good, like I said, just a great environment. well-ran tournament. It's a pleasure to be part of organizations like USCA.
Forensics has grown so much and it's very beneficial to the criminal justice system. I was always one of those kids that watched forensic files. That was something I loved. Just a science person all around, I always have been. The instructors are some of the top forensic experts in Maine. They really know what they're talking about. They've been there, done that. CMCC is very lucky to have people like this. I'm an intro to criminal justice and criminal law and report writing. It's a lot of the baseline of things I have to be knowledgeable about. I want to do crime scene photography. The forensic science program is preparing me to start thinking like what's important here, what do I need to look for like right off the bat. You never know what you're going to find.
Helping people is kind of ingrained into me. I am so glad that I chose to be here. It's a really great program.
Primary details in the heart.
The instructors are super helpful.
They really do set you up to be successful in the field.
The new hospital simulation lab here at CMCC is a great addition.
It's as close to replicating real life as you can get.
We did an IV lab.
With a mannequin, it's nice to get your toes wet before you jump into a clinical setting.
Deep breath.
CMCC is the best place to start nursing. It's challenging, but you are learning.
You have a smaller size classroom, smaller ratio to instructors.
It's affordable.
It really provided me relief that I'm not going to accrue a lot of debt.
I needed to set myself and my family up for success after.
I'm going to come out of this able to actually practice as an RN in the real field. It's a wonderful opportunity.
The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munson Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munson Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation.
Since 1892. And it changes the game, 35-26. This has been a wacko affair.
The USCA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
I'm Greg Glynn, athlete brand advisor and CEO of Pliable. Pliable helps high school, college, and professional athletes build their athlete brand. New name, image, and likeness opportunities are a game changer for athletes and for businesses. To learn more about social media marketing and endorsement opportunities for your brand, visit pliablemarketing.com or call 1.
Helping people is kind of ingrained into me. I am so glad that I chose to be here. It's a really great program.
Primary details in the heart.
The instructors are super helpful.
They really do set you up to be successful in the field.
The new hospital simulation lab here at CMCC is a great addition.
It's as close to replicating real life as you can get.
We did an IV lab.
With a mannequin, it's nice to get your toes wet before you jump into a clinical setting.
Deep breath.
CMCC is the best place to start nursing. It's challenging, but you are learning.
You have a smaller size classroom, smaller ratio to instructors.
It's affordable.
It really provided me relief that I'm not going to accrue a lot of debt.
I needed to set myself and my family up for success after.
I'm going to come out of this able to actually practice as an RN in the real field. It's a wonderful opportunity.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
Same thing as always.
Touch the front of the net.
All those little things to make you what you are.
Zero, 3, 1, 2, 3, 0.
Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3. That's it right here.
We welcome you back. We thought Dave Gagne may come up, but Dave found somebody to talk to downstairs.
He's a busy guy this time of year.
Yeah, somebody's always grabbing him. Tuna's here. And want to let you know we got more CM action coming up on Sunday. Tomorrow off, but Sunday, big doubleheader. Should be 2 good games. Not the Super Bowl. The game's up over at CM. There'll be 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, so that'll be good. You can watch those, and then those pre-game shows are long and boring. So watch Mustang basketball. They'll be taking on UMaine Fort Kent. 2 good teams up there at UMaine Fort Kent. I had them last night. They played University of Maine Augusta. We streamed those games. Right, 2 good games there, Greg. So there'll be 2 good games on Sunday. The women will be looking to get back, get a little revenge on UMaine Fort Kent, as the Bengals were the only team to beat the women's team at CM early on in the season. So that game will be a 2 o'clock start. Now the UMA women beat them last night. They're down here on a southern swing. UMaine Fort Kent, of course, up in the Crown of Maine. And
they're not heading back.
They're not heading back. They came down, they played UMA last night. They will travel down tomorrow. They will play SM. I talked to some of the kids on the team. They were staying down in this area right here. And then they'll come back and they'll play CM on Sunday and then head back up north after the games on Sunday. So this is their southern trip, so to speak, although we mostly refer to this area in Maine as Central Maine, but to them, when you're coming down from Fort Kent, this is south. So,
I had a question about the UMaine Augusta game. I know a lot of Lawrence Bulldogs that won the state championship last year. Any of them factoring in at this point?
They're playing a big role for UMA, and UMA and CM have really formed quite a rivalry.
I was going to say.
With the women games over the past couple of years, and of course along with SM. They are the 3 premier women team in the YSCC, so they will factor into the tournament. The CM women will get a bye in the first round, so they won't play a quarterfinal game. Other quarterfinal games are at the higher seed, and that still ought to be worked out. There's still some very important games to be played here to figure out the seeding, whether or not where the CM men are going to be and where the UMA men are going to be. We'll do their quarterfinal games, any of those that they have at home. We will be there to have those. As we said, the women won't play because they're going to go right into the finals because they get a first round bye due to the number 8 team. Albany not participating in the playoffs this year, so it's amazing. We're talking playoffs. We're talking playoffs next Wednesday. As we know, up at Colby College, we did get a little further confirmation that I don't know, they stream to Instagram with an iPad.
Instagram Live, I guess.
It's something like that. So anyway, we've got folks on it, so they'll be in contact with each other in the athletic administration areas. Quincy Perry was talking to me about that. Quincy, the assistant athletic director here at CM, says he will mention it to them when they talk about plans for the game next Wednesday, that our crew could go up, and they are likely familiar with us, as I'm sure their fans and their team.
It's a great facility.
Watch the games that we did down here, and I've been kind of itching to go up there and do a game anyway, Greg. Have you done any games up at Colby?
I've done games. It's beautiful. Have you been inside?
No, I have not.
Oh, yeah, you would love it. It's a beautiful building. They've done a really nice job, and I think that'd be a fantastic venue to do a game from. And it's and obviously going to be a very important game for both teams. So it'll be a good opportunity.
Yeah, that'll be a really big playoff atmosphere game. We did the game down here with Colby. It was a really good game.
Yeah. Yep.
That was. Did you do that game, or was that a game
that
I did? Yeah, it was early in the season. It was a good contest.
Yeah, I remember that.
They're pretty equal, those two teams, and Colby really jumped up their program this year.
Yep, that was a December 6th game, a 7-3 loss.
That was a game that the Mustangs got off to a good start, and I believe Colby came back. Yeah.
Yeah, they had a tough go in that one.
An earlier game up at Colby, I believe, was a overtime game.
Yep. Yeah, so those teams, they're very familiar with each other. There's no doubt about that. And obviously, yeah, that was a 2-1 loss at Colby. That was back in November that they had that loss. So tough to beat a team 3 times in a row. And that's what Colby will be, of course, trying to do. But so we get ready for this third period here. The clock will be running time.
Oh, really?
Yes, I just got notice of that. So,
is that a new rule? Tonight's rule?
I think it's a tonight rule. With the situation at hand, and the two teams knowing that they don't need to exert, or have any injuries here.
Yeah, and you don't.
Nothing really at stake, so to speak.
And you don't want that, and you don't want any
extra
provocations going on. You don't want to lose anybody. Headed to the next one. To me, it's a very wise move.
Yep.
So.
And the Mustangs back out on the ice in their white uniforms tonight with the red numbers and black trim. Penman in their traditional navy blue uniforms with the white numbers and yellow trim.
So this has kind of turned into the league I used to play in up at the old Kennebec Ice Arena, the Cardiac League, they called it. And yeah, that was the name of the league, the Cardiac League. Isn't that something, huh? Yeah.
What, you guys play running time all the time, or just when you felt like you were running out of time for your sheet of ice?
You played an hour. You had the ice for an hour.
There you go. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. You had only 16 minutes left. That's how much the period is. Yeah.
Right.
Now the Mustangs will look to try and continue their success here tonight. The other thing too, I think you got to really be mindful here is keeping up with the good habits, right? Like you don't want to end up having some bad habits rear their ugly head here as you get going into a quarterfinal playoff game against Colby.
Exactly.
So important to finish this period strong for the Mustangs. And by the way, they've made a goaltending change as they'll get Gage to Charm into the game. You already let me know that might happen, just to get him some work, and they are able to do that. So here's a shot on goal and a save there by Jacob Myers. He's been busy.
Yeah, you were talking about there were a lot of bad habits in the Cardiac League, I have to tell you. I mean, we used to play at 9:40, you'd have ice. And,
yeah.
I was teaching middle school at the time. I'd drag my behind in after a game, I'd have a black eye or something like that, and the kids would say, "What, you have hockey last night, Mr. Munson?" I said, "Yeah, how can you tell?"
Yeah.
I ended up in the emergency room one night till about 3 o'clock in the morning because no cell phones. My wife was petrified.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think of that. Wow. As it comes back out to the line, Mitten here able to keep it in. Bounces over the stick of Knowles, down low to Gabe Poirier. Back out to the line, Mitten fakes a shot. They'll work it around the perimeter here. Held at the hash mark by Poirier. Poirier, a wrist shot on, and that one off the side of the net. Out in front, Knowles takes a heavy hit. Now Poirier picks it up on the hash mark. Back out to the line to Mitten again. Back over to Poirier, holds onto it down low. Works it there now, Bello looking to try and get something going. Turning shot, and he scores! Well, how about that? As Bello gets the goal and able to make it 9-1 on a wrister from the high slot. So 17:57 and counting to go here in this third period.
They did stop the clock, and I think they caught themselves downstairs and
Such
put
a
it back
natural
on.
habit, yeah. So Michael Bello gets the goal.
Yeah.
good to see him get on the board as well. As Bello with his third of the season.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Alonso's down and favoring that knee, and he's going to need some help.
Didn't see what happened. It was kind of in behind the play.
Got twisted up back by his own blue line.
May have seen it at home, folks. But
with 17:05 and counting to go, certainly what we were talking about is you don't want to see any injuries. And now we'll keep an eye on Alonso.
if they get the training staff right over on him, I don't know I can't see across who's on tonight for training staff.
16:46 to go here in the third. Over on the wall, Matt Poirier able to clear it back out to center. Push right back into the zone, though. Nate Marquardt will go back to get it. Outlet pass here, up along the wing. Off the stick of Springer. Now Keefe takes the bouncing puck. Along the boards, cleared back the other way. By Trevor Ring, couldn't connect with a teammate. Instead, the Mustangs will get it back in their own zone. Up to center, Matt Poirier into the zone, trying to get through two defensemen, couldn't get through. And back the other way now, sent all the way down the length of the ice. Scooped up there by Marquardt. Behind the net to Keefe, back to Marquardt in the corner. Outlet pass to center, redirected. They're going to wave off icing here. Got redirected into the zone. Now Knowles chasing after the loose puck. Knowles takes it back to the center ice logo. Pass was picked off there by Montanel. A big collision again as the puck comes the other way. Here comes Hartwell. Hartwell slides one through the crease. Over to the wall, and then a shot on there. That one ended up hitting Jacob Dorsey in front. He went down laboring. And the shot there blocked and sent all the way back down by the penman. That's one of the other things too, Rob, that I've seen happen in games where it may be a lopsided affair and you got a little bit of a shorter bench, is that you're more prone to injuries because you are gassed and you just don't have the stamina or the strength in some cases. So really good decision here to keep the running time. And Penman now will come up to center here. This one enters into the zone. 14:45 to go in the third period. Mustangs with a 9-1 lead. As they come into the zone here, Pawson gets it over the line. And now the Mustangs will regroup. Interesting to note that there have been 8 different goal scorers here tonight. Alonso, the only player with 2 goals
That's impressive.
in this game. And of course, we're monitoring his status to see whether he will return. Mitten along the near side half wall.
Well, you got to think Alonso was done for the night.
Yep.
Why take a chance, right?
Exactly. Yep, I agree. 14:05 to go here in third. Mitten able to keep it in at the point, and then the Penmen will clear it back out to center. Chipped along the wall. Here comes Pawson with it. Pawson over the line, and they're going to call this one down for offside. 13:49 to go here in third. 9-1 the lead for the Mustangs. As we mentioned, Isaac White got the start in this one, played 2 periods.
He was sharp.
Yeah, he was good. And now Gage Ducharme has come in.
How many programs have 3 goaltenders like the Mustangs have?
I was going to say, how many programs have 3 goaltenders?
Right.
I mean, even alone, right? It's like,
I mean, of course, at the
blessing.
Division I level, but we're talking scholarship athletes and all that.
Yeah. And in club hockey, I find it's a rare find to find the 3 quality ones that they have. No doubt about that. Such a great breeding ground here in the state of Maine for the talent that they have in the sport of hockey. Up to center here now, Bello with it. He's tripped up. That'll be a penalty. And the power play will go back to work here for the Mustangs. They haven't had much opportunity, but when they did, they scored. And with 12:15 counting to go here in the third, faceoff will come all the way down in the Penman end. other thing to note is that with running time, of course, that is also running time on the power play as well. So they're going to end up having like a 1:47-second power play.
Oh, they'll be all set for the cardiac league.
They've got people down here, you know, telling people the clock is running. Well,
yeah. They don't. I don't think they announced it, did they?
No, they didn't get the memo.
No.
Poirier takes it back behind his own net. Up to center now. Stick handles his way through the neutral zone. Slides his way in on the left wing side. Curls back behind the net. Took a heavy hit there. And this one off the side of the cage. Now picked up along the half wall. Melanson out to the line. Far side, by the way, that's Alonso back, and he's got a hat trick. Welcome back onto the ice, and just in time to get a hat trick to cap off the scoring and make it double digits tonight. It's 10-1.
Well, no hats on the ice because you can't get them through the net, Greg.
There you go. There's the old net jab. 11:33 and counting to go here, and the route is on. Diego Alonso, like we said, the only player to score multiple goals in this game, and he's got himself a hat trick. So congratulations to Diego Alonso. And sometimes you just get a stinger, and I'm wondering if that's what happened with that leg injury. And he was able to put pressure on it right away. And
well, it certainly came back okay.
yeah, I was going to say, he put that to bed.
Yikes.
As the puck comes over to the far side wall, 10:57 to go here. This puck deflects up and into the netting with 10:50 to go here in the third period.
Well, a celebration that started with senior recognition.
Yeah.
Just a little blip behind 1-0. 3-1 at the end of one, and then the explosion, 5 goals in the second period, put it to bed.
Tacked on 2 more here in the third. Make it 10-1. As the puck comes along the wall, pushed into the zone here as the Penmen try to go get the puck. Tobler there. Bounced off the biscuit and up along the half wall.
And of course, you can't know as a coach. I know you'd like to be able to say, okay, all you kids that aren't dressed, go get dressed. You're going to play in the third period, but you can't do that. You have to submit your lineup, of course, ahead of the game.
Right, yeah, exactly.
You can only have so many. It's not like football. You got 100 and something kids dressed, and on the sidelines, you can keep putting kids in.
Henderson goes into the wall hard there. As those two separate themselves, Ring and Henderson have words. This one goes all the way deep down in the zone. 9:44 to go here in the third. Ivy comes over on the forecheck, cuts off Ring. Puck comes back up to center, bouncing toward the center ice logo, thrown back in by Brody Keefe. 9:23 to go in the third. Here come the Penmen. Across the line, they stay on side. Backhand feed out in front, back to the line. Shot there, got through traffic, but didn't get on goal. Montanel, their second leading goal scorer. As it goes over to the wall. Jack Byrne trying to work it off the wall, got some help there. And now a shot on, saved there by Ducharme. Another save with the right pad. And again, back out to the high slot. 8:50 to go here in the third. Mustangs trying to clear it out. Sullivan able to get it to center. Shot back in, and Rio picks it up. Over to the corner. Cleared to center. Here comes Pawson. Pawson, drop pass, nobody home. Stolen away here by the Penmen. Back the other way now. Shoveled into the zone by Brandon Burrows. He's their leading goal scorer. We saw some action here tonight back on defense just because of their numbers. Here's a chance, 3-on-2 if they hurry. Across the line, here's Marcotte. Trying to shot, that one deflected to the corner. 8:01 to go here in third period. Charging his way through his Bello, drops it off now. Here's Pawson with a shot and a save there by Myers. And the Penmen will send it high into the air. Marcotte gloves it down. Pass is going to be picked off here and brought back into the zone. Montanel with it. Montanel trying to work it down low in the corner. 5 players fight for it. Poirier comes away with a puck and things get physical. Nice check there by Poirier. Burrows took exception to that hit, had words with the official on the way back. Now Poirier yelling at Burrows. These two, they know exactly where they are on the ice.
Yeah, you want to negate the foolishness.
That's right.
Don't want to lose anybody.
Oh, there was another opportunity where the Ring trying to, I was going to say, trying to tee up, and Knowlton who was coming over the line. 6:54 to go here in the third. Both teams got to be careful right now. As Poirier there comes in, throws another check on Burrows. He's had his number. Back into the corner. Penman back out to the line. Kept in left side by Ring. Ring to the corner. Ciccarella gives him a shoulder. Now Henderson has it. Up along the wall. Gives an offensive check. You don't see that very often. Back into the zone now. Poirier lines up Burrows, and he checked 2 players with that one. Now he throws a check. This is what's going to get a little silly here. They got to be careful.
Yeah, just think you find your third and fourth line, double shift them, finish the game. That's what I do. I wouldn't have those first line kids out there at all.
Here's a chance now as it comes in for Plant, fires a shot wide of the net. I mean, I feel like we've got guys skating at half speed just looking to line guys up.
Yeah.
And 5:45 to go here in the third. Mitten spins away from a check. And Mitten's going to go for the home run pass here. No, he wanted it. There he goes. Trying to bounce one through to Springer, and they got a deflection on it, so no icing. 5:26 to go. Guy's getting creative right now. Another check there. As it comes all the way down. Rio behind his own net. Passes off the mark, back out to center. Handled there by Jacob Dorsey. That one deflected off of Keefe. Taken there, finishing the check is Springer. Rio back in his own zone, goes D to D here to Mitten. Under 5 minutes to go. Outlet pass up to center. They'll spread out the ice here. Long shot on, and a save there by Myers. Back up along the boards. Kept in now by Keefe. He's just going to bring it out to center. Handled by Mitten across the blue line. Mitten with a shot off the side of the skate of Dorsey. Along the wall, and a shot there goes wide of the net. Jack Keefe throws it back into the high slot. Nobody there. Penmen will come the other way. They're in the middle of a line change. Mustangs back out to center. That outlet pass is off the mark. 4:13 to go in the third. Jack Keefe works it across the line, and Pawson able to keep himself on side as he got it over the stripe. Gets it in front, trying to get it back to Melanson, and tucks it home and makes it 11-1. Well, Melanson was in the right place at the right time. He didn't have it the first time around, but he was able to come back and tuck it in to make it 11-1. And speaking of tucking things in, he just put this game to bed. 3:41 and counting to go. And 11-1 the score. And Melanson getting the second goal of the game. As Melanson gets his 9th of the year. Across the line here into the zone. Chance, nice kick save by Ducharme. Back over to the corner, picked up by the Penman. A tough angle shot there by Trevor Ring. Nice save again by Ducharme. He's come into this game, done very well for himself. Again, we've talked about the depth of the goaltending position. Sebastian Couturier also, again, one of the goaltenders for this Mustangs team. They've got such great depth at that position. Here's a chance now for Brody Keefe. Outlet pass up ahead to Knowles. Bounces past his stick. And now Brody Keefe got taken down behind the play. Cam Knowles comes over, excuse me, that was actually Parker Springer. Comes over to defend his teammate and knocks Mike Montanel down.
Well, the smart thing they're doing is letting the clock run. They just call it. Let's go home. Let's go home.
You sense that it was boiling, and the pot just boiled over there, and you don't need anything else now in addition to this. And I think, hey, why not have a long conversation, if you know what I mean here,
Yeah.
to dwindle down the rest of this clock. Let the cooler heads prevail.
Right.
And right now, of course, everybody a little fired up in an 11-1 game.
So, three, don't worry about the clock. We're not dropping the clock.
Yep.
Three's getting a minor. You're roughing.
Okay.
We're listening in.
And then 19 on White is getting a major and a DQ for a hit to the head.
Yep.
And a major and a DQ for leaving the bench.
Okay.
That's it.
So 2 majors, 2 DQs?
Patrick Dexler, busiest man in America.
Parker got his money's worth.
Editorial
Humorous,
comment
yeah.
by Patrick Dexler, voice of the Mustangs. Well, you never know. I had my hand on the.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you never know what's
switch,
gonna happen down there. I mean, that's a risky move.
Yeah. I know.
So apparently they're gonna let the rest of the clock run out, like we said. Good idea. And then, by the way, that's gonna be important because they may review that and what's gonna happen with Parker Springer for the next game. So, again, like we said, kind of an important thing here for both teams to go their separate ways. And at the end of this one, it is a 11-1 win. I don't think I've seen a lot of things, Rob. I swear, new things all the time. This happens in football a lot, right? Game's clearly over. The clock's still running because it's the last play, whatever. But here we are in hockey, and we got a running clock down to game's already over. Teams have celebrated, and it's time now for our Edge Nutrition Player of the Game, and obviously an obvious choice here tonight. Diego Alonso with the hat trick, able to get the 3 goals and propel the Mustangs to an 11-1 win here tonight on senior night. And the horn sounds to officially put this one in the books. So again, we'll keep you in the loop on what could happen on Wednesday, where, of course, that's the next game for the Mustangs. It'll be a quarterfinal action as they will take on the Colby Mules up in Waterville. But they finished the season with a record of 15-3-2-1, and Southern New Hampshire University ends their year at 7-12. So that's going to do it for us here at the Norway Savings Bank Arena in Auburn tonight. Again, the final score, your Mustangs 11 and the Penmen 1. For our entire Munzing Media Sports crew, for my broadcast partner, Rob Munzing, I'm Greg Glenn. We're glad you could tune in. Have a great night, everybody.